Alright, well, greetings and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 Toy Soldiers Season 1 Episode 4. Only Emptiness Remains. It replaces all of the pain. Now, before we begin, please have a moment of silence for, of course, this episode gets named for this reason. From the time I recorded this video, 8 June 2024, it would have been the 44th birthday of Eddy, as heard from in the Ghost Patrol series. And, of course, on Mother's Day 2024, we lost Zazu, an iconic yellow Labrador retriever from Zazu Talks, where I put everything down whenever, of course, their oral cavity was opened. So once again, please have a moment of silence to remember the two. Okay, moment of silence over. Let's begin. Now, first off, as usual, there's got to be a stuff swap. You know how to do that, and you know what to do, right? All crew and personnel on board. So anyway, let's walk around the airship as usual. Okay. Exterior checks of Showa are complete. So now let's get inside. And let me show you the route. Since I'm accustomed to this route, I'll say again, since I am accustomed to this route, we're going to fly the Manzano Mountain Air Range Airship Depot to Coronado Airport. And that's pretty much the only route I can think of from the time I recorded this video. So, once again, it's dark in here. Okay. Generally speaking, if you hear something else, that's because there's work going on. We start from here, where my cursor is. Then, of course, we cruise to here, where I'll give the order to prepare for landing. These are just general areas. I'll say again, these are just general areas that I'm pointing out. It's the best I can do, at least for right now. And then from there, I, of course, call the engines to full reverse. And then from there, hopefully, we can land. So hopefully, we can land. And now, let's do a little bit of waterbed trolling, okay? Speaking of which, let's do this. Okay. What we have here, I'm not sure how to say telephone in Japanese, but I wonder if I got this right. Denwacho. 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 Or did I get that correct? And right here, Takai, Shita, Takai, Shita. Or did I say it correctly by going Takai, Shita, Takai, Shita? Okay. So, a little bit of waterbed trolling. Okay. It's like a surface of a waterbed. Go. Wow, the Hirohito's behaving today. The Telegraph is not acting up. I'll say again, the Telegraph is not acting up, at least for now. Unlike what I did on the Graf Zeppelin 2, when I flown it earlier today, from the time I recorded this video. Which will likely come late. Because today, I will honor the life of Eddy, from the time I recorded this video. I'll just call him Eddy because I'm not sure how popular his name is. His whole name. Eddy's, that is. Whoa, gas L12 is full. Okay, if I can get out of this, okay. About. Peace! I shouldn't do that. Then, about. Peace! Okay, this is not something I should be doing. Drill, that is. Anyway, let's... Oh, really, Showa? Now it's you? Now you're gonna follow suit like the Graf Zeppelin 2? Okay, other things I meant to say in this episode are as follows here. If I can get to the clipboard, okay. Okay. If I can get to the clipboard, which is right here, let's do this. Ready for takeoff. Alright. While we're at it outside, let's say this. While everybody's on board, and before the stuff swap begins, today we honor our friends, family, and acquaintances. And today, especially, we honor somebody named Eddy. An acting pilot, a friend, and a beacon of courage. His spirit lives on in each and every one of us. And Zazu, our faithful companion, in spirit, of course. His tail wagging and unwavering loyalty. We carry that with us, too. Let's share our favorite memories of both Eddy and Zazu. And, of course, what we have here is that we're ready to go right away whenever you are. Okay, before the Telegraph acts up, let's do this. Just to clarify, I'll say again, just to clarify, if the word is clarify here, I'll say again, if the word is clarify right here, we're right here, and we follow this route. So, of course, pre-flight takeoff and cruising phase begins right here, and then we cruise here to give the order prepare for landing, and, of course, request landing, and then from there, I forgot to mention that we request takeoff from here. So again, we pre-flight, request takeoff, and takeoff from here. And then we begin the cruising phase. And then we go here to request landing, and then from there, I give the order to prepare for landing. And when we get here, I give the order all engines full reverse, and then from there we hover over the Coronado airport, drop moorings, and then from there we land. Okay. Let's do this. It's doing it again. Tell me that didn't happen. Y'all follow? Maybe I was mistaken today. Was it sadly so? Do this. Start maintenance information, please. Okay, then. Chief radio. Right. Take off. Let's top off gas all 12. That's how high I want to fly today. Stuff swap began.
Prepare for takeoff.
Roger, all to takeoff station.
Ready to take off.
Where's the megaphone? I'm not asking for a report, because I already know. Here's one thing to report. The telegraph, it has a mind of its own. Like one of these levers here will go into the reverse side. And I don't think I'm doing anything. Gentlemen, I told you that we have a stuff swap for a reason, so this thing can lift off. Got it all okay? You got your V-on logic and Plotagon logic? Oh. Alright, Showa. I'm doing everything I can. Okay, if that's always the case, slow ahead. We're at half speed ahead.
Release mooring.
Copy.
Do this.
Haul maximum wings.
Roger.
All to station.
All to station.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll head full. Megaphone away. In the rear. Okay, let's position towards Meadow Lake and see what it's like from the air for once. Oh, Showa's casting a shadow. That's not what we're here for. Okay. So here's Showa's shadow here. Speaking of shadows, today, of course, is a very depressing day, although it's sunny in real life. And, of course, it's past, like, the 0900 hour, and I put it to the 0800 hour on purpose because I didn't want it to look too bright. I'm just doing another test in this video at the same time. So, Showa's showing her shadow on purpose because so far the spring of 2024 has been really dark. Like, we've been losing some folks. Like, for example, today's what would have been the 44th birthday of Eddy. And along with that, Zazu from Zazu Talks died on Mother's Day 2024. He had a very common form of cancer and a very aggressive one. Form of cancer, that is. Okay, so now that we've begun the cruising phase, let's say this. Alright. Do any of you remember Eddy on how funny he was and things like that? Okay, now we're gonna bring Showa through Meadow Lake. Because I could have sworn he lived here at one point in time too. Although a Taos person. On such from my end, Brendan, do you remember when we met Eddy? You know, you offered me if I wanted to meet him, and I accepted it. And next thing you know, we hung out at a place called Ice Cream and Coffee on Carlisle and Indian School. We've been there twice. We struggled to get quarters out of the Galaga machine. And, of course, the business owner at that time helped us with the struggle. That was fun. And also, Brennan, or whoever was watching Zazu Talks with me, you remember when we watched Zazu Talks, you know, we put everything down and just watched Zazu Talks? Those are fun. Those days were fun. Okay. Let me release some ballast, okay? Can't fly too low. Can't be flying too low. You mind? Helicopter. That is a... Okay. So right now let's get the heading in the 340 range. And while we're at it, of course, we approach the ravine. And of course, what's for Zazu? Most of you remember Zazu being on the side of Angie and of course Abhi, as well as Baby B for Chow Prep. He pretty much sneak a taste of everything. Zazu and Spirit. Woo! Eddy and I shared many sunrises up here. And of course, I wonder if this held true or not. Eddy used to tap the altimeter 3 times for good luck. And Zazu, in Spirit, he'd sit near the throttle, as if overseeing the engines. Our rituals, they bind us together. As Hirohito approaches the ravine, the crew reminisces. Eddy's stories about mythical airships and forgotten routes, and Zazu's playful antics. Remember when he stole my hat? Zazu? I miss those days. And of course, as we approach the ravine to get into Duke City, to go to Whatever Whenever Aviation Expo, Eddy and Zazu soaring beyond the clouds, May your laughter echo among the stars, the sun, whatever. Zazu in spirit, nudging lantern. Goodbye, old friends, family, and acquaintances. And now as we approach that, the ravine, let's see what we have here. Here's the Hirohito here, and of course we left the unofficial Meadow Lake Airship Depot behind for the day. And now let's go back to the port side of the airship, crash from starboard side, and let me now go ahead and quest for landing. Telegraph, that is. Via the telegraph. And no. Chief radio. Chief radio. Come on. Or
Prepare for landing.
Watch out for the landing station.
Ready to land.
Ready to land.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to the East Side Animal Shelter today. Well, thank you, especially for understanding that I'm not going to the East Side Animal Shelter today. I'm sorry to not take you there. Just you know, we got to try the things. Oh, and whoever comments, I like your shirt, or whoever, thank you. Well, there's a reason why we're dressed in solid dark today. As some of you imagine, there's a reason why we're in solid black. It's not only to remember Eddy and Zazu, although Zazu's a yellow lab, but also the Hirohito, of course, is also a Japanese naval reserve vessel in my fictional world, too. And so now let's position the airship towards, of course, the Coronado Airport. Right, heart of port. Or while maintain heading 353 for once, see what happens. Okay, just keep it in the high 340s range. Okay. Okay, well, I have Uptown in sight. A place where Brennan and Eddy loved hanging out. Even when I was in Uptown, I would, of course, turn on a Zazu Talks video, assuming they uploaded. And from time being I record this video, I carry the spirits of Eddy and Zazu. And while we're at it, I miss you, Zazu. I remember when I used to watch your channel, I wanted to do something other than aviation as well. And it appeared that my whole life, after some honest assessments, my favorite animal is the English Labrador Retriever. And Zazu, I don't even care if you're an American lab. I loved your content that was made by your owners. And I loved you, Zazu. Although I never personally knew you, I loved you in heart, in spirit. And Zazu, of course, you may be looking everywhere around the ship, as you can see here, for either one of us. And in the words of Danny Tanner, I acknowledge that you are everywhere. Sometime thereafter, Michelle Elizabeth Tanner, she got a fish and named it Martin and gave Martin a bath. And after making that mistake, you know, I acknowledge that you're everywhere, Zazu. Okay. Let's follow San Pedro Boulevard northeast today. Oh. Okay, San Pedro, I think it's right here. Hard to starboard. Well, Zazu, here's one thing I can say about you while I'm lining up with San Pedro Boulevard Northeast. I fell in love with you eventually after I found your YouTube channel. Because, you know, my brother, of course, is more of a pug person, but I'm more of a lab person. Even though my brother wanted pugs, I was actually more interested in English Labrador Retrievers. So I, of course, over the years respected my brother's wish by getting him pugs. And if he wants pugs, I let him get them. Whatever the gender may be of that dog. But Zazu, you on the other hand. And I was looking for excellent quality YouTube videos for English Labrador Retrievers on YouTube. You know, I found you. And next thing you know, I fell in love with your channel. And of course your content. Oh yeah, especially in good ways. Of course, you knew how to make my days shine a little bit. In some cases, even more so. And Zazu, I already know your story. Originally, you were supposed to be named Pluto. Namesaked after a dog from Disney. But then from there, you were named Zazu. You were namesaked after that bird from the Lion King. Huh, what's to the starboard side of the airship? Okay, I guess we're on San Pedro right now. I'm trying to record this video. Just follow San Pedro. We're on the port side of the airship right now. And as we get outside, let's see what else lay here. Somewhere around here, somewhere where my cursor is, lie the Eastside Animal Shelter for the Animal Humane Society. That's where our family got our first pug. And what do you know? Maybe my lab, if I ever get one someday, will come out of there. Maybe. Of course, fictionally speaking, from the time I recorded this video, all the animals actually a vast majority of them that are aboard this airship here, came from that shelter. And believe it or not, actually, the Kenpeitai, of course in this fictional production, the Kenpeitai, they adopted those animals. Not only that, but also Japanese naval officers got them. Including Japanese naval enlisted. They got them. Now, I'm not saying names of anybody, you know, for confidentiality purpose reasons. Oh, we're right on. Well, thank you, especially for being right on it. Airship Hirohito. You're right on San Pedro. From the time I recorded this video. Okay. Hard starboard. We're gonna line the airship with right below. Next stop, Uptown Transit Center. Stay aboard Airship Hirohito, for you have a job to do. And you're not transferring to any other route for the time being. Okay, there's Meadow. Okay. As soon as, of course, the airship touches Montgomery Boulevard Northeast, I'll call the engines to go full reverse. Alright, all engines, full reverse now. So again, all engines full reverse now. Aya, Eliza. I'm flying over your birthplace. So realistic from here. Okay, while we're at it, here's of course a medical facility on Pan American Freeway, which of course UNM Family Health Clinic, speaking of which, that lay in this general direction, kept on referring me to, actually right here, they kept referring me to that, of course, medical facility. And I believe that's a Twin City Sisters Park. And also, while we're at it, let's see what else we have here. Ah, Dennis Chavez. Ah, hello, Miss Elena. I got the Hirohito in my hands. Hello, HOFFMANTOWN Church. I have the Hirohito in my hands, carrying out your teachings. At the same time, too. But that's for the other crew. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. You're down? Oh, I know Hirohito might get her spot. Which is over by that tree right there. Come on. This thing will not go in full reverse today. Or anytime, really. Okay, even if the expo equipment is gone, this episode gets its name today, even more so. Emptiness does remain. And it does replace all the pain. All engines slow ahead. Oh yeah. Alright, port side of the airship is the starboard side is the North Domingo Baca Park Multi-Generational Center. And we go aft, trying to position to the Coronado Airport. Wildflower Park, which I demand improvement to. Balloon Fiesta Park, which of course I'll probably never land at or on. Airship Hirohito Shadow. So again, Airship Hirohito Shadow. In other words, Showa Shadow. And when we go around here, Dennis Chavez Elementary School. Alright, Oro Doso Golf Course. Del Norte High School. Out in the distance somewhere, UNM Hospital. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm glad you can join us to share memories of Eddy as well as Zazu from Zazu Talks. And coming in right now, we have Airship Hirohito. All he really needs to do is get past the Sandia Memory Garden Cemetery and land the ship at Coronado Airport. Call it as soon as we're in. Alright, all engines idle. Just for a moment, okay? Then eventually I'll proceed to clean up the navigation station. Whatever else. The expo seems empty today. Or does it? Look, Airship Hirohito right below, with the shadow that is. We're going past C&M Workforce Training Center. There's a Halloween truck. Maybe I could park the airship over by the dogs. The outsider dogs here that the Kenpeitai had rescued. Actually, let me clean up. No time for waterbed trolling. I'm gonna clean it all up right now. Okay. Whoa. Buffeting right now. Okay. Half speed ahead. This thing's gonna buff it, I know for a fact. It's just that this thing is going to be buffeting, that's why. Okay. As of right now, now try all engines idle. Alright, there's the Sandy Memory Garden Cemetery we're flying over. Again, North Domingo Baca Park Multi-Generational Center. I'll be meeting there next week for PT with Civil Air Patrol. And here's Desert Ridge Middle School, Heights First Church of the Nazarene, where I meet for Civil Air Patrol. Dennis Chavez Elementary School, where I went for preschool. HOFFMANTOWN, or the 42 campout icon there lay HOFFMANTOWN Church. And right outside we have Wildflower Park, Bishop Hirohito's shadow, people better be considerate of me. I'm in production right now. So now let's Hirohito continues to move forward. Please be considerate. I'm in production right now. Right, actually, let me open the door. Where I'm recording. Okay. Hirohito is right over the Gate of Heaven Cemetery, and that's not really a desired position per se. Let me move it forward just a little bit. Slow ahead. Okay, so I'm going to be monitoring the nose of the Hirohito here. I think we are approaching the threshold, so all engines idle. Hopefully this thing will not land on the dogs. Go to the rear. Saying, go to the rear. Some of you. Oh, Hirohito, it looks like you're going to get your spot. For all I know, the Telegraph could act up again anytime soon. Thank you, especially for understanding. Thank you. Okay, we're over the Coronado Airport as we speak. Yeah, you see that? We are over the Coronado Airport. Well, I don't even care where the airship is. Or do I? If it lands through the airplanes, then there's one thing I'm going to say. At least the crash settings were turned off. Okay, at this point, all engines stop. And I mean stop. No, I did not ask for that. Hey, I asked to stop. Cut out. It's not happening. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Drop the moorings. Okay, are you ready? The descent process begins right now. Are you ready? It begins right now. Okay. You ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1, now. You really gotta deflate gas cell number 12. Do this.
Grab the ropes.
Look out. Showa's coming at a fast rate. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or is it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Oh, Airport Operations Creeper Van. I guess it's the one I like. The one with the cursor on it. Not the blue one, but the white van. Wow. Truck touching it. Okay, the truck's blocking it. I'm actually gonna go and do the cabin interior checks right now. Okay. Go. Hope the telegraph doesn't act up. Alright, all welfare checks begin right away. Hey, all welfare checks, they begin right away. You tell them so? Thank you. I may just have to bully this a little bit. I'm going to bully this a little. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Is everybody alright? Is everybody alright? Okay. Go. Sorry, that's a drone. Okay, all that ghostly sound you're hearing, it's coming from this truck right here. I'll say it again. All that ghostly sound you're hearing, it's coming from this truck right here. Yeah. No. Yes. Is everybody alright? Okay, go to the writing room, you're telling me? Okay, I'll go there. Okay. Piano. Okay, all those airplanes you're seeing out there. I'll say it again, all these airplanes you're seeing out here, they were placed nearby, if I can get to you, okay? They're placed nearby, if you can see it, okay? this. The 42 camp out. I'll say again, the 42 camp out. 42 camp out. That's how those airplanes got there. What are you doing? Anybody? I heard that click. I heard those clicking sounds. I don't think I'm doing it. Okay, let's respect the privacy of people who are writing anything. So. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Alright, aboard this airship here, you see the koi, monkeys, and the fruit? They fit especially well with Airship Hirohito. I'll say again, especially well. And yes, everything else here fits well. They all fit well, but these here, where I'm circling my cursor, I'll say again, these things here where I'm circling my cursor, they fit especially well with Airship Hirohito. Okay, I should go back to the gondola now, okay? Again, just to review, those airplanes, they came out from the 42 flow. The 42 flow camp out utility. 42 flow camp out utility. That's where they came from. And these red brackets here, I was supposed to land through there, but I came in my own way. Control car. Okay. Stop at once, will you? I know what to do now. Press F3. Okay. I'm going to open the windows now. Ready? Just so you can go to the expo. Now, before we go to the expo, remember now, we're here, of course, to share a memory. Oh, we can't take this much time.
Proceed with unboarding, please.
Watcher, starting unboarding.
Oh, no you don't. Get out quick.
Unboarding finished, sir.
Okay. So right now, let's go to the expo. How we're going to get there is through this. Okay, I'm going to put the megaphone up. Alright, it's your call as to however you want to use the megaphone today. Come on, will you? Stop that. Well, Let me go open the exits now to Airship Hirohito. Windows open. Okay, alright. Fine, we'll use the yoke. Alright, we'll use the yoke. Okay, the boarding stairs are down. So again, the boarding stairs are down. So let me go back to the cockpit. Turn this off now and let's go outside. Alright, is everybody here? Okay, I'm descending down the ladder. Whenever you're ready. I'm going to descend down the ladder now. Oh, possible. Everybody okay? Okay, I'm gonna come back in the airship now. Coming back in now. Okay. Megaphone stays up with this face, so let's go outside. We go to the expo. Alright, now we go to the expo. Well, let me get into drone view somehow, some way, shape, or form. You see the Delta Lima Zulu 133? Since that's a Japanese airship, under my command it is Juliet Alpha 8 133. So imagine as JA8 133, JA8 133, or vice versa. You get what I mean? Once again, that's Juliet Alpha 8 133. It should be. I'll say again, it should be Juliet Alpha 8 133, for this is a Japanese airship. Okay, there's a good spot. Alright, since we're here, it's the expo. Here we are. As we landed at the Whatever Whenever Aviation Expo, the crew stands around. Of course, silent yet connected. Emptiness remains, so does love. Hence this episode's title, Only Emptiness Remains. It replaces all the pain, and memories that defy gravity. Wherever you are, we'll keep flying for you and Zazu. While I was struggling for a view, I'll say, Eddy would have loved this place. Look at those fantastical airships that come in. And the holographic displays. Like stepping into a dream. Let's leave a memorial message for Eddy and Zazu. Something that captures their spirits. And while we're here, let's say this. The expo. We have a message in the sky to make via the Gonyo radio. To Eddy and Zazu, soaring beyond the clouds. Oh, and I also forgot to mention Buddy Mercury, where my cursor is. He also passed away as well. A Beagle who loved to play piano and sing. Let's include him in the mix as well in this video. And of course, I've known people with Enobiora mountain dogs, and of course, they've been passing away recently as well. They're referring to the Enobiora mountain dogs. And of course, Roxy Bear from, of course, Greg's World. She's a 13-year-old lab, and she's still alive for the time being I record this video. Or I may be wrong real soon. And some of my friends had Dalmatians, and some had Golden Retrievers, many of which may be passing at this point. So here we are at the Whatever Whenever Aviation Expo, placed by 42 Camp Out Utility. These animals were rescued by the Kenpeitai, including some of the Japanese Naval Reserve officers. And, of course, Here we are. Only emptiness remains. It replaces all the pain. While others go on a secret mission, let's see this. Let's say this. We're here to honor Eddy and Zazu too. Our mission is to rescue even more so animals. That especially means retrievers and geese. The retrievers and geese are unsung heroes of the skies. And the geese, the retrievers, they too deserve freedom. But why the honking? It's their code. Honk once for danger, think twice for safety, from what I'm hearing. So it's honk, honk, honk. And so amidst the memories and newfound purposes, the crew of Airship Hirohito had set forth. Eddy, Zazu, the retrievers, and the geese, they all fly with them, their hearts intertwined with the wind. No, this fictional episode is dedicated to Eddy and Zazu, as well as Buddy Mercury, and all those who left their mark on our hearts. If you or anyone you know is struggling with mental health, please seek professional help. You're not alone. Disclaimer: these characters and events in this episode are entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real persons or events is coincidental. And so once again, before I close this episode, only emptiness remains. It replaces all the pain. So otherwise, that is our show. Please like, if you like, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you all